I'll sing you a song. It's not very long. Its moral may disconcert you. Of a mother and wife who for most of her life was famed for domestic virtue. She had 2 strapping daughters and a rather dull son, and a much duller husband who at 61 elected to retire and later on expire. Sing hallelujah, hey nonny no, hey nonny no, hey nonny no. He joined the feathered choir. Yes, yes. Having laid him to rest by special request in a family mausoleum, as his widow repaired to the home they had shared, her heart sang a gay Te Deum, and then, in the middle of the funeral wake, whilst adding some liquor to the tipsy cake, she briskly cried, "That's done! My life's at last begun. Sing hallelujah, hey nonny no, hey nonny no, hey nonny no. It's time I had some fun. Today, though hardly a jolly day, at least has set me free. We'll all have a lovely holiday on the island of Capri." Yes. And what happened after that, darling? Well, in a bar on the Piccola, Marina. Life called to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster. Fate beckoned her and introduced her into a rather queer, unfamiliar atmosphere. She'd just sit there, propping up the bar beside a fisherman who sang to a guitar. When accused of having gone too far, she merely cried funicularly, "Just fancy me funicular." Dear God, when he bellowed, "Que bella, Signorina," sheer ecstasy at once produced a wild shriek from Mrs. Wentworth Brewster, changing her whole demeanour. When both her daughters and her son said, "Please come home, Mamma," she answered rather bibuliously, "Who do you think you are? Nobody can afford to be so lordy-bloody-da." In a bar on the Piccola Marina, every fisherman cried, "Viva, viva, and che ragazza!" When she sat on the grand piazza, everybody would rise. Every fisherman sighed, "Viva, viva, che bel inglesi!" Someone even said, "Whoops-a-daisy," which was quite a surprise. Each evening, with some light excuse, and beaming with goodwill, she just slip into something loose, and totter down the hill, to that bar on the Piccola Marina, where love came to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster. Hot flushes of delight suffused her. Right round the bend she went. Picture her astonishment. Day in, day out, she would gallop about because she felt she was no longer on the shelf. Night out, night in, knocking back the gin, she cried, "Hurrah, funiculi, funicula, funic yourself." Yes, indeed. Just for fun, 3 young sailors from Messina bowed low to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster, said "Scusi," and abruptly goosed her. Then there was quite a scene. Her family, in floods of tears, cried, "Leave these men, Mamma." She said they're just high-spirited, like all Italians are, and most of them have a great deal more to offer than Papa, in a bar on the Piccola Marina. Huh! Well, what an absolutely charming tale. You would never believe such a thing could happen. Oh, my goodness. And besides, on the other hand, I should tell you, this other night I went to